Good morning. Hello. I'd like to say good morning to everyone. Yes, hot topics. We're going a little early this morning for a prime reason. Yesterday, Monday, I spoke in reference to the gas shortages that was going on here in America due to the pipeline hacking and the ransom that the hackers are requesting from Americans. And as I set some things up for you, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to sit back and you think about that. Pipeline hacking. And they're asking for a ransom. And of course, Russia knows nothing about the pipeline hacking. As they sort that out, and one thing they talked about last night on the news, they were talking about if they do submit to giving up the ransom money, that opens up the leadway for other hackers to go in and do similar hackings because they know that the American people will pay for it. They know that the American government will pay for it. They know that the American companies will pay for it. So should the companies pay to have the hacking removed? Should they not? That goes back to what I was talking about last week in reliability. Who are we relying on? And why are we relying on people that can't do their job, will not do their job? Should we rely on ourselves and stop relying on others? That's one thing I spoke about yesterday. Today, I'm going to go a little deeper into. Yesterday, I told a lot of people, I said, hey guys, they are harboring up gas. They're really, really chewing up on gas right now. And I have a couple of illustrations I'm going to show you to uh, back up what I was stating. Here's one picture here. Check this one out, you guys. As you see right there, they're lined up. Lined up. I'm sure the gas stations, they're pleased to have people come there and shop. And as some people are waiting, they're going in and they're purchasing when they usually wouldn't even get out. The passenger may not even get out the car to get anything, or the driver may not get out to go get anything other than getting gas. So I'm sure the gas stations may be making more profits, which I'm all for people who are in business making profits. I'm all for it. Utilize everything that they have to make a profit. Speaking of making profits, we have Urban Voice Media mask. People, yes, COVID-19 is still here. Get your mask, get your mask. You can go to Facebook. They're on Facebook, those masks. They're one size, adult sizes. Real nifty things. And very brief. Those masks, when I put that mask on myself, it doesn't slip down like some of the other masks that I've had to slip down. And I have to keep adjusting it back up. Once I put that on, it's a good, comfortable fit. But going back to this picture here, I'm sure a lot of people did not agree with me yesterday, and there were some people who may have agreed with me. Notice the words I chose right there. I said a lot of people didn't agree with me, and there were some who may have agreed with me. When I say a lot, that's merely because some people, a lot of people, don't want to listen. They don't want to listen to anything other than what the masses are doing. What everybody else is doing, that's what they want to do. If someone goes in to be the against, or I really don't want to use the word against, but if they are not in agreement with what the masses are doing, most of us will not listen or follow them. Most of us will go along with what the masses are doing. And that's one thing I tried to get people yesterday to understand is if we stop falling for every gimmick that we see. Is the pipeline hack a gimmick? No, it's not. Is it real? I can't say yes, it is. I can't say no, it ain't, because I'm not a part of that construction. I'm not a part of that. I don't know whether or not it's just something that Americans have made up to throw on Russia or to throw on another country to say, hey, look what they're doing to us and look what we have to do to you guys. I don't know that. And I'm not going to speculate to say that they are and they're not doing that. But I will say this here. People, when you're doing things like that, and then I'm going to go to another picture. I'm trying to think of which picture I want to give to you secondly. I'm going to give you this one. Check that out. If I'm not mistaken, I'm seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 gas jugs. 8. Not missing his vehicle that he filled up. And maybe if there was a vehicle, another vehicle that he had that he filled up. And he's teaching his little daughter the same thing. I would assume that's his little daughter. I'm not for sure. That may be his wife. I don't know. But it looked like a little girl. But it seemed like he's teaching his little girl, this is what you do when they say, hey, things are going up. Hey, oil is at a stoppage. Gas is at a stoppage. This is what you do, baby girl. So she's learning from her dad at an early age to harbor. To take as much as you can so that you can have more and others can have less. Not get your fair share. Now, to him, maybe that is his fair share. He paid for it. It's fair that he got his share. Some may look at it that way. And some may look at it, look, his fair share should be his vehicle and maybe a jug or two. To each his own. Here is another picture. Now, this one really gets me. This is all in North Carolina, ladies and gentlemen. If you're outside of North Carolina and you do not have this here going on in your state, hey, I'm grateful. I'm grateful that you guys are a little bit better North Carolinians. But this is what's going on here in North Carolina. Now that right there, think about that, ladies and gentlemen. That there is a water. It's a water container. I mean, really, it could be any kind of liquid container, and quite naturally, you're seeing that. But I just wonder, look at all those gallons. It's on a flatbed. And imagine how much gas that truck had to take. But how many gallons do those cubes contain? He almost got it to the rim. And I'll be honest with you, one or two things happen here. One or two things happen. And, correct, Miss Freeman. That's greed. Totally bad greed. Totally, 100%, 100%. Totally greed. People, I'll tell you what I'm gonna do, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna go ahead and Google this. How much is a water container? How many gallons? I'm gonna Google how many gallons does a water container hold? Oh my gosh. Woo, people. 275 gallons. And those things aren't cheap either. They're pretty extensive. They're at Tractor Supply for $360 for you people who might want to go grab you one. And I don't know how you're gonna haul it on your maybe you can get a trailer or something. I don't know. But you might need a flatbed for 275 gallons of that. Wow. That's huge, people. That's very, very huge. 275. Now, he almost got it filled. Now, one or two things happen. Either the gas station ran out of gas or he ran out of money. Because I'm quite certain if he's going to go to the measures to fill that bad booger up, he would have went ahead and filled it to the rim with brim. Yeah, he sure would have. He would have filled that bad boy up. But ladies and gentlemen, let that sit in for a moment with you. Are we doing the right thing? Are we thinking wisely? Are we being fair to our brothers and sisters, our neighbors? everyone in the community, everyone in the neighborhood? Are we being fair to one another? Are we? Check that out. Now that right there is a smidget of this here and this here. I'm sure more of that went on. And those are like some brand new red, excuse me, that look like some brand new red containers. Because one of them laid to the side, you can still see the sticker on it. The one that's laid on top inside the vehicle, you can still see the sticker on the side of it. So, people. So what's next? The grocery stores? All the bread? All the milk? Yep, I said it. Milk. All the milk? Milk. I can't say milk. All the meat? I tell you what will not be missing off the shelves in the grocery stores. And that's the cat and dog food. That will stay heavily stocked. If you ever notice, whenever things like this happen, ladies and gentlemen, all the areas that humans need, the essential things that we need, get diminished. But the things that the pets need, they're always still there on the shelves. And if they're not there on the shelves, the next day, they're restocked. So are the animals more important to their essential needs than the humans? Just don't know. People, yes, gas prices have went up. Yes, there's a lot of people going to the gas stations. Yes, there's gas stations that are running out of gas. Don't fall into the okie doke. Don't do it. It's just my opinion that it is an okie doke. It's my opinion that it's an okie doke that next week or within 2 weeks, gas stations are going to have gas like none other. I get it. If you need gas to carry you back and forth to work and you're afraid that there's not going to be any gas for you or you can't afford gas, I get it. But ladies and gentlemen, if you're getting gas just to get gas to have in your vehicle and you're retired and you're filling up and you really do not go anywhere other than church on Sunday, please be mindful of others. Be mindful to others and for others that they have a place they have to go. They have to still provide for their family by working that job that they're on. Please don't harbor up all the gas. Don't do that. Be respectful, number one, and mindful that you're not the only person who needs to use the oil, the gas. You're not the only person. You're not the only person who eats bread. You're not the only person who eats meat. You're not the only person who uses toilet tissue. Be mindful. You're not the only person who drinks water out of jugs versus tap water. You're not the only person. Be mindful. Be respectful versus disrespectful. And I feel it is very disrespectful when you harbor up just for you and yours, and you leave nothing for no one else. Now, I've seen some pastors, I will not call no names. I've seen some pastors that have podcasts, and they've stated that when crisis like this happens, it's your fault that you didn't do all that you needed to do to make sure you had a stock. I agree with them on that. And the reason why I agree is you've had plenty enough time to stock up on toilet tissue, water. When there isn't a crisis, you chose not to. But now that there's a crisis, I feel you should be more respectful because you were not disciplined to say, hey, let me go ahead and stock up just in case. When there's a unlimited supply in the stores, there's enough for everyone. But you want to wait till there's a crisis and start taking all that you can take. Is that fair? Maybe to you it is. In my opinion, it's not. And it's just my opinion. But people, This gas situation, it's going to get out of hand. It's going to get serious because of things like this right here. Think about it. Things like that right there is what's going to make this thing get very, very serious. Just look at the pictures as I pan from one to the next. Are you included in any of these pictures? If so, with something like that picture and this picture, you should be ashamed of yourself. You really should. How dare you have that in your yard? This is understandable. Some people have to go to work. Some people need to get from point A to point B on a daily basis. It's understanding why you're in that line. You need it. This right here, totally disrespectful in my opinion. All right, guys, I'm gonna move on to something else because I'm not gonna stay on here long. I like you guys, I got to get to work. I got to get some things done and get to moving. South Carolina, Montana, they're doing this right here. This is a question that was placed on Facebook. Sarah Ellis, she said, the government is threatening to cut off unemployment benefits for Americans who are refusing job offers. Do you agree or disagree? I'll let that sink into you for a second before I state my opinion on this one. Do you agree or disagree? The government is threatening to cut off unemployment benefits for Americans who are refusing job offers. Do you agree or disagree? What's your take on that one? Do you agree or disagree? Well, South Carolina Governor Henry McMaster, he directed the state labor department to end all federal unemployment programs on Thursday. This was last Thursday. That includes the extra $300 a week jobless Americans are eligible to receive through September, which was something part of President Joe Biden placing the America's Rescue Plan stimulus package. Of course, Governor Henry McMaster is a Republican. Of course. Now, he didn't think of this last year when he may as well be a Republican, when Donald Trump was president. He didn't think of it last year. Are people still dying from COVID? Mm-hmm. Are people still getting COVID? Mm-hmm. Are people still wearing masks and being cautious to not, get the virus? Mm-hmm. Yes, they are. Is COVID still real in America? Yes, it is. So why would you end this? Meaning, now a lot of people will say, well, hey, LB, they need to go get a job. Well, it stated, let's see, where was it at? The jobs. Now, this is going to happen for South Carolina. The cutoff is going to be June 30th. They will no longer participate in the expanded unemployment benefits, June 30th. Now, this is one thing that they show. It says South Carolina business have borne the brunt of the financial impact of the COVID-19 pandemic. Those businesses that have survived, but large and small, and including those in hospitality, tourism, manufacturing, and healthcare. But it stated that where the jobs are lacking, it was 81,000 jobs in the hotel and restaurant business that are hurting. So what they're saying is we're not going to have another summer where we don't have tourism. There's plenty of jobs in the hotel and the restaurant business. Some people don't want to go to a restaurant and be in front of a lot of people because they don't want, people are nasty. Tell you what, I was at a restaurant up in Asheville this weekend, Asheville, North Carolina, sitting down. And I can't tell you how many times this one lady sat there and coughed and hacked, not computer hacked, hacked her throat, and did not cover, did not do this, did not get a handkerchief, Kleenex, or anything. And she had something because she's sitting at a restaurant to pick up and cover on, put over her mouth as she's coughing and hacking. Chose not to do it. So I understand why there's a lot of people who do not want to go into the restaurant business and be a waiter, be a cook, be a hostess. Understand it totally. People are nasty and very disrespectful. I can understand why people don't want to go into the being in a hotel business. You still have to interact with hackers. Yes, gaggers, nasty people. They have to come to your counter, check in, house cleaning. They may need something. Now you got to deal with someone who's nasty. I get it. 81,000 positions in South Carolina. And you want to cut off unemployment benefits because of this? That's what was stated in the report. That's what he stated. Governor Henry McMaster. Listen to that name. McMaster. Ooh, that touches me in so many levels, McMaster. But Governor Greg Gonforty, I'm not sure if I'm saying, and of course, once again, another Republican. People, I'm neither a Democrat nor a Republican. I'm not an independent. I'm LB. I do not associate myself with any of the political teams. I don't do that. But it's just ironic how we keep seeing Republicans doing these things, but the people who vote for Republicans love them. They hurt your family over and over and over, put it on the Democratic president's shoulders. It's in stone. It's in black and white. Screen is white. The letter is black. Montana Governor Greg Gonforty chooses to do the same thing. But you don't say nothing. You don't do anything. You run to those gas stations to get that gas, though, don't you? Think about it, ladies and gentlemen. Think about it. The government is threatening to cut off unemployment benefits for Americans who are refusing job offers. If the only jobs that are available in South Carolina for that particular person is hotel and restaurant, come on, people. And that's not the only, but just stating, come on. Some people do not have the background that you have, that I may have, that your brother, sister, or best friend may have. Some people don't. So is it fair? This goes along the line with a lot of other things. There should be stricter guidelines in reference to the jobs that are available and the jobs that the people are seeking. And the Unemployment Commission needs to really, truly stay on top of the unemployed in reference to helping and assisting them with getting the job that coincides with their credentials. It's called help. And therefore, there should not be a job refusal if they're getting the proper help. Y'all think about it, Americans. Think about that right there. Thank you, Sarah. Miss Ellis, we highly appreciate that. Thank you very, very, very much. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, we have May the 22nd. Tony Terry will be coming to Shep's venue in Gastonia, North Carolina for an evening with Tony Terry. Tickets are at eventbrite.com. You can go there. They called him once upon a time Mr. Lovey-Dovey. Comedian Burpee out of Charlotte, he will be the MC of the evening, and DJ Moeezy, he will be the DJ for the night, and the band, the Uptown Swagger Band, they will be providing the sounds for your enjoyment. Go check him out if you have a chance, if you're in town, Gastonia, North Carolina, May the 22nd. There's another story going that I'm going to end with, and this is a deep story here. This gentleman right here, Hansel Emmanuel, he's out of the Dominican Republic, a place called Santo Domingo. If anybody's ever been to the Dominican Republic, my words will not come out of my lips properly. It's early morning, you guys. But out of the Dominican Republic, if you ever been there, then you may know where Santo Domingo is. This young man here, he lost his left arm at 6. A wall fell on his arm, and it caused him to lose his left arm. And he was very fascinated with sports, playing basketball. And I mean, the story is real deep with this brother. He's having a lot of college offers right now. His story is really, really getting out there. He is 6 feet 5 inches tall. Tall brother, very tall brother. And he's been playing. I take it ever since then. He's been playing, and I'm gonna show a video of this brother. And it's going to show a little bit of the highlights of how good this brother is with one arm. And I'm just, and I bring this up to say, people, look at this dude. He's an amputee, and he overcame the odds to master something that he loved, master something that he wanted. He overcame the odds. And you guys check this out right here. Guys, if you get a chance, Google him up, Hansel Emmanuel. It's a great story, very, very great story. And I tip my hat off to the young man because he had a lot of things against him. One thing is he lost his arm. He was born with 2 arms, lost 1 arm due to an accident. Wall fell on his arm, and he didn't want to stop. He refused to quit. And to this day, by him refusing to quit, it paid off for him. He's now having college offers. So, ladies and gentlemen, I say that to say this. No matter what you're doing, no matter where you are in life, do not stop. Don't give up. Don't quit. Don't settle for less. Strive for the best of who you can be. Be your best each and every day. Keep striving. Be the best you. You can do it. This young man proved that you can do it. Also, ladies and gentlemen, this is a plug. 2 weeks ago, I had a sit down with several ladies and a gentleman, and we was at a restaurant. And I put a post on Facebook, and I said, look, Boss Move. That was the name of the post I put up, Boss Move. And I asked for 4 people to join me to eat dinner. But I needed 4 serious people. I received more than 4. Did I break my rules? No. I took only 4. Now, the other 3 who wanted to come, I'm going to set something up for them so that we can sit down and I can go over information with them as well. Meanwhile, if you're one of the 3, don't do this right here. Because we're going to do this together, you and I. We're going to do this together. But don't do this right here. We're going to do this together. This weekend, you and I will sit down and do this together. And this time, we won't go to Red Lobster. We'll go somewhere different this time. But for the 3 that I promised that we would get together, we're going to get together this Saturday. Do not do this right here. We're going to do this together. But ladies and gentlemen, for you guys who have not tapped into what I've been preaching, I've been advising, I've been imploring you guys to go and check out. Be the best you. Request yourself to give more to you. Check us out. Check us out. You will not deny the fact, you know what? I enjoyed that hour. Thank you, LB. And I also thank Hansel Emmanuel for doing what he did, because he inspired me this morning. After watching that video, he inspired me to come on here and to talk to you guys and to just give you a little bit of inspiration, if any, to want more, request more, and do more for yourself. That's all I have for you guys today. We will be coming back with more hot topics with the crew. Here lately, I've just been jumping on very quick to give you snippets of some good info that's out there, especially with this gas thing. People, I tip my hat off until next time. Y'all know what we're going to end with. Don't judge.
If you think you know what happens next, ask yourself why. These are the black stories we've been shown. A narrow view that limits our understanding. But there's so much more to see. Of black life. Let's widen the screen so we can widen our view.